He took me to my first concert I'd ever been to in my life.
Yeah, we went to a Beach Boys concert. Betty's mama said she better not see her on the front page of the Democrat Gazette the next day.
We were on the Channel 7 News. We was on the front page of the Little Rock paper.
Betty and Larry, sunburnt, cut off some flip-flops, clapping and bumping hips in time to the music. Betty's family was in the logging business, and my family was in the military, in the Navy, and so we were both children that moved around a lot. After we retired, the RV lifestyle just kind of come pretty natural to us. But even though we're pretty much nomadic, we still have this drive to stay busy and be productive. Here on Interstate 29 in Iowa, hey, we're headed for the sugar beet harvest. We're at the Hillsboro RV Park, waiting the start of the 2015 sugar beet harvest. It's a good harvest. It feels good. It feels natural to us. And so we just keep coming back, and this is our 7th year.
Yeah, they call it coming home. The people in the grocery store, they're been here all their lives, and they look up and they say, "Oh no, not you again."
We've made so many lifelong friends, you know, lasting relationships that we don't want to miss out on this. We're from all over the U.S. and we just kind of gather up here, and it's pretty neat thing. We need to leave Poco at home, maybe?
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
He's cooking out here. See the smoke?
Oh yeah, I can smell it too. Those look so good, and they have a smell to them that's out of this world.
Yeah, it's been a great thing. We've been on the road since '03.
We worked beet harvest last year. Me and Ryan here were able to go home to Detroit and buy a house off the auction. We went from homeless to homeowners last year.
That's a pretty cool story.
I've been homeless
guys.
for 20 years of my life.
You know, I always wanted to be a gypsy. It's just always been in my blood, but I was stuck in a job with a mortgage and stuff in a boat and all the stuff you accumulate and tie you down.
Have you got a claim staked out on one of these chairs?
No, have a seat.
Oh, I was hoping you'd ask.
Yeah, well, we had the grandkids all summer, and by the end of the summer, we were willing to go anywhere.
We were.
Fast.
Did you feel like you'd been through a search and destroy mission?
Yeah, we did.
We were exhausted.
We were exhausted. Well, there's nothing like it, you know, that I know of. You know, where you travel to a certain location, you work hard with a bunch of good people, and it's over. And on you go.
And who in the world knows anything about sugar beets?
Our family has raised sugar beets since 1975. What more would you like to know?
Sugar beet harvest is the largest concerted effort of the delivery of any crop in the world. When everything is said and done, we will have piled about 10.9 million tons of sugar beets in about a 9 or 10 day period of time.
American Crystal Sugar has approximately 2,800 growers that are part of their cooperative. We harvest just about 400,000 acres each year.
We plant the beets in hopefully late April. Then we go through a process of controlling weeds, and come harvest time, we run a topper to take the leaves off, and then the lifter comes along and lifts the beets, puts them into the truck. We are GMO proud. It reduces our chemical usage. It's an enhanced method of producing better seed.
We're putting on millions of miles on trucks throughout the harvest just to get the crop delivered.
Each sugar beet will produce about 18% sugar. So if you hold a sugar beet up, you can just envision about 18% of that is sugar.
We have about 1,500 employees that we hired as seasonal workers.
It's turned into a year-round project for us in order to find the number of people we need. We've had to branch out and recruit RVers, people that bring their housing with them, so to speak.
It's a big job. There's a lot of people that are hired. We appreciate each and every one of them to help us get this accomplished. Especially the people that stay in the campgrounds and come out and help us out with this harvest.
Jack-o'-lantern. Ain't it cool? So, let's just throw that baby up on Facebook so everybody can enjoy it. Well, put it up under your hood. Hey, man.
What's up, buddy?
I sent you a text. You
I
still
seen
got
it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Fill it, go up, go back. Just like always.
I had the hardest time with
I know, I guess I know where I'll be.
Scotty! This is where the beets go, right here. The whole length of this thing will be covered with many tons of beets. You can see everybody on the cruise excited.
This is the calm before the storm.
It really is.
Oh, the trucks are coming, huh?
Yep, good thing, good thing. I'm ready for them. I'm getting fucking bored.
Go pull through this end up, so you want to watch out. Go pull through this end up.
I'm up in the cab where there's lots of hydraulic controls. There's lots of equipment moving around, and it's a very controlled dance. The trucks are coming and going this way. The skid steer's going around like this. The boom is swinging back and forth. They weigh the trucks in, and then we'll dump those beets, and they'll come up the conveyors and go across the screen system down into the wheelbarrow and out the boom that Betty swings back and forth where they're actually put in the pile. Betty actually puts them in the pile.
I use a remote. I call it icing a cake. You start at the bottom, and then you work up, and then you top it. You don't have time to get bored. It's kind of like housework. There's always something to do.
When the harvest is in full swing, we will dump over 2,300 trucks a day. That's a lot of beets. If you go to a site like Google Earth and look at our piling station, those piles are very large and very visible. As the sun peeks up over the edge of our planet, and that light pierces through those layers of dust, you get quite a colorful display. When the sun comes up in the morning, it's getting close to time for our relief to get there.
And they don't stop between shifts.
So it's a walk-on, walk-off situation. The trucks keep running. And after a good 12-hour shift on the pile, you're ready for your relief to get there.
Hey, it's me. Good to see you, buddy.
Things are going good. It's a little bit late in the harvest. We're, over half done, and it's pretty impressive when you look at it. There's mountains of beets and valleys. You can actually look down through canyons between the beet piles. We're in our 9th 12-hour day. We're a little tired, and so
we're grumpy.
Yeah, grumpy. Yeah, and the day is pretty well broken up into work and sleep, with meals in the gap between work and sleep. But the primary focus is that 12 hours on the pile, because it just is something that has to be done.
I don't look back. I look forward.
Yeah.
It's the light at the end of the rainbow. We're getting that much closer to the time to get home. I never look, oh, how tired I am, or I wish I was over here, or I wish I was doing that. I guess we just go with the flow.
Bring them into the factory and then we slice them. We can do anywhere up to about 425 tons per hour. Once the beet's sliced, it goes through a diffuser and we diffuse the sugar out of the beet. From there it splits up and goes 2 different directions. The pulp and the part we're not going to use for the sugar goes out, and that's used to feed cattle or livestock. And then the rest of it goes through purification, where we get any impurities out of it, get it down to just the sugar that we want, and then we run it through heat exchangers, evaporate all the water off of it, and spin the impurities out of it through centrifuges, and then you have your sugar, your final product. After that, it'll go out to sugar loadout or packaging, and either gets put into the small packages like you see at the store, or it'll go out and train cars to our large consumers. That's what you consume.
It's anchor day, the day we hoist anchor and sail off down the highway. The next thing on the agenda is Thanksgiving with the grands and the great-grands. The whole campground is swept with hitch and ready to go, ready for the next adventure. And it's part of a nomadic lifestyle that's a critical part of our community. All right, we're hooked up.
Thank you.
Excellent, we're there.
Now you see what this is a team effort. He's my buddy. I'm his. We're not only husband and wife, we're buddies. He's ready to go, can't you tell? He's antsy.
He gets the hitch quicker than anybody.
Let's go, come on.
And the beat goes on.
And the beat goes on. I'm gonna take a souvenir home.
You gonna take a beat back home?
Yep.
Gonna take a beat back home?
32 foot high, 250 foot wide.
Do people climb up this ever?
Oh yes.
Let me come over there and get a video of this. This is good stuff here now. Oh yeah, there's Daniel. Climb, Daniel, climb. Can you make it all the way to the top? Both hands in there. Yeah, there it is.
If we feel like it and we've got good health and we're able to, we'll be back for another year. A perfectly formed beet.
Well, that one looks pretty good. It's got a taper to it and everything. That may be the perfect beet. Uh-oh, she's looking more. Uh-oh, discarded. That was a reject beet.
It's got a holler end.
And I thought it looked so good.
Okay.
Is this like hunting a perfect Christmas tree?
Yeah. This one's going to Arkansas.